Hello and welcome to Dateline Lagos on Channels Television. I'm Ayo Tunde Balogun. Coming up on the program, Lagos develops off-grid electrification plan, Lagos and US carry out advocacy walk on air pollution, and we'll also be talking road project achievement in Lagos. Let's get started with electricity supply. The Lagos State government is making plans to provide alternative power for its residents. The government has developed the State Off-Grid Electrification Strategy and Action Plan with support from the British-funded Africa Clean Energy Technical Assistance Facility that will help improve access in the state. And this was announced by the State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources, Olalere Odushote, at Alausa in Ikeja. Take a look.
Unstable electricity supply is a major concern for the Lagos State government. As part of efforts to change the narrative, the state government, through the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Resources, has developed the State Off-Grid Electrification Strategy and Action Plan with support from the British-funded Africa Clean Energy Technical Assistance Facility. The program, which is being implemented by Tetra Tech International Development and funded by UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office, is geared towards the improvement of the off-grid energy access in Lagos State. Speaking during the formal ceremony at Alausa Ikeja, the State Commissioner for Energy and Mineral Resources explains that government is working tirelessly to improve energy access in the state.
It's basically to attract investment into the Lagos energy sector. There's no gainsaying that Lagos does not get enough electricity today, at least from the grid. And most of the electricity shortfall is made up of self-generation, either through solar grid systems or through diesel generators. For the most part, it's through diesel generators. We're trying to, in line with the themes agenda of the Lagos State government of Mr. Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, improve the environment in Lagos, that's de-emphasize the use of diesel generators and start moving to cleaner renewable sources. Working with the African Clean Energy Technical Assistance Facility, we've come up with a roadmap for the Lagos State off-grid policy, or the off-grid strategy and plan, which is really to provide clarity to investors on what's available in Lagos and what we will support as Lagos State government. So if you look at the document, it will talk about the various incentives of Lagos State government to attract investment into that sector. And that sector remains very important today because most of the energy that's generated in Lagos, we believe, comes from the off-grid sector. We receive about 800 megawatts from the grid, and in our opinion, we believe about 4,000 megawatts is generated and utilized in Lagos using off-grid generation methods.
The A-Staff Nigeria country manager assures Lagos of all needed support to improve energy access to Lagosians.
Lagos is one of the most progressive, if not the most progressive states in the country. And the state government has, through its economic agenda, spoken clearly about how it intends to improve electricity access, providing reliable and clean electricity access to its citizens. Part of what we've done, part of what is required to make this feasible, is to improve the enabling environment in the state, to articulate the vision of the state government and be able to attract the kind of investment and support, and also support the efforts of the state government towards actualizing this. So this is what we do. Starting last year, January, when we had an MOU and agreement with the state government towards supporting its efforts in developing a policy and improving the enabling environment for electricity access. So what we've done is work with the state government, providing support in the development of the electricity policy that was done last year. And what we have done today is also developed, co-developed or supported the state government in the development of an electrification strategy and action plan that would support and guide in the implementation of the policy specific to off-grid solar, basically electrifying areas through clean solar technologies in the state.
The collaboration between the Lagos State government and the British-funded Africa Clean Energy Technical Assistance Facility is a new initiative that will increase power supply across the state.
Now from electricity to the issue of environment. Did you know that in 2019, environmental pollution claimed 9 million lives globally? Well, the Lagos State Commissioner for Health, Professor Akin Abayomi, gave this report after an advocacy walk on air pollution. Professor Abayomi says air pollution has taken more lives than COVID-19, and he appealed to residents to stop the habit of pollution and stay healthy.
What do we want? Clean air. What do we want now? It's a peaceful advocacy walk on air pollution carried out by the Lagos State government in collaboration with the United States government.
When do we want it? Now! When do we want it? Now!
The State Commissioner for Health, Professor Abayomi, leads the sensitization alongside officials from the Ministry of Environment, the Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency, the Federal Road Safety Corps, U.S. government officials, and other stakeholders. The team moved from the U.S. consulate ground to Zumbambadewe, all the way to Bonny Camp, carrying placards with different messages, educating residents on the dangers of environmental pollution. After the walk, they converge on the U.S. Embassy premises at Victoria Island, where Professor Abayomi announced that in 2019, 9 million people died globally due to pollution, a disturbing trend that must be addressed.
The air quality in Nigeria is below acceptable levels. The WHO recommends that the ambient air pollution should not exceed 10. I don't want to be too scientific, but 10 micrograms per cubic meter is the measure of the particles that are floating around in the air that you are breathing in. The average air quality in Nigeria, I wonder if any of us can guess whether it's below 10 or above 10. Below or above? Above, you are correct. Is it above 10, say 20? Yes or no? Above 20, you are correct. Is it above 30? Yes. You are correct. Is it above 50? No. No, yes, you are not sure. It's above 50. Is it above 60? You are not sure. It is above 60. Is it above 70? No, you're wrong. It is. The figure is actually 72. That means that the air that we breathe in Nigeria, on average, anywhere in Nigeria, is 7 times above the acceptable level of quality. Is that acceptable to us? No. It is not. And the government is well aware of this, and the government has put certain policies in place to ensure that we bring down the quality of air, or we improve the quality of air for citizens. Now, as I said, we deal in facts. The Lancet, which is a very well-established, is one of the top medical journals in the world. The Lancet tells us that in 2019, 9 million people died from pollution. If not for pollution, 9 million people would have survived per year. Of this 9 million, 7 million was due to air pollution and the rest due to water pollution. Now, how many people have died from COVID so far? The figure is about 6 million. Therefore, air pollution is killing more people than COVID has killed in 2 years. In 1 year, air pollution is killing more people than COVID has killed altogether in 3 years. So we're all scared of COVID, but you should be scared of the air that you're breathing. If you're driving a car that is belching out black smoke, you are actually responsible for killing people and for killing this planet. We need to plant trees, we need to change the way we cook, we need to avoid using charcoal and firewood and turn to clean gas.
The Ministry of Environment and the State Environmental Protection Agency are set to enforce the environmental laws that will stop air pollution in the state.
Our message to residents of Lagos, let's look inward. Let's start from our homes. Let's stop this pollution. Let's stop the behavioral pattern. So when we do that, then we can cascade that to the bigger society. So whatever we do from our homes will be the best thing for the society.
Well, Lagos State Environmental Protection Agency has always been known to battle air pollution. But the people are more interested in noise pollution. So we've done quite a lot in noise pollution. We've done a lot of enforcement in noise pollution, but we are moving to emissions, which is another form of air pollution. What are we doing about this? Advocacy, teaching, helping people understand what is air pollution, the dangers of air pollution. We give you time to understand this, and then enforcement becomes key. Legislatively and executively, in order to achieve policies of government, laws of government, enforcement becomes mandatory. And this enforcement is also to act as a deterrent. I am not going to fine you, a multi-million naira company, 100,000 for polluting the air. I would fine you hundreds of millions for polluting the air as a serious enforcement agency. And we're about to move into that now. We have many partners, including the Federal Road Safety Commission, who has committed to working with Lagos State Ministry of Environment through its Environmental Protection Agency to go after cars with smoke coming out of their exhausts. Enforcement is easy. Arresting is clear. Any one of us here can see and say this is air pollution. So that part of the value chain is taken care of. Very soon, very, very soon, we will start to get traffic offenders off the streets. No more air pollution in Lagos State. Zero tolerance to smoky vehicles and heavy-duty equipment in Lagos State.
Meanwhile, the United States assures of its continuous support to help Lagos tackle various challenges.
This has been a long-standing partnership between the United States and Lagos State. So we started working with them about a year ago to develop this massive air quality awareness program in which we would bring in technical expertise from the United States using the on-the-ground expertise that they have here in Lagos to collaborate both with monitoring and raising awareness through walks like this. It was incredible seeing the number of people that were out here today and the dedication with the number of youth that they had and just the ability for everybody to come together to really raise awareness on this. And so this work has been ongoing. We look forward to continuing this, hopefully bringing additional technical experts from the United States to come here to work with Nigerian counterparts. We're proud to see this partnership having really emphasized the work that the state government is doing, and frankly, we salute what they've done. We are working, we have an air quality monitor here. They have multiple throughout the state, and we're sharing data. And I think that opportunity to have the data and bring awareness really will help in the steps ahead. So what I would say in terms of what they're doing is keep doing what you're doing and continue to find ways like this walk and other things to raise awareness. And that will help in the long run, really help bolster the economy in Lagos State.
And the State Command of the Federal Road Safety Corps also assures of getting rid of vehicles with dangerous emission.
Under the FRSC regulations, we have a particular section that actually come against vehicles with offensive emission. So we call it offensive emission violation. And any vehicle that is caught is already sanctioned and made to pay fines, and such vehicle is taken off the system. So what you must have noticed this morning are just the ones that must have escaped through the windows. And enforcement is continuous, and I know we are still going to get them. As I'm talking to you, in all the formations of FRSC in Lagos State, you see vehicles that are being impounded, and some of these vehicles are vehicles with the same emission we are talking about. So even as I'm stepping out now, anyone that I still see along the road, I will still get them arrested. It will have been out of place for me to be distracted from the work we are doing, maybe I will have bounced on those ones and it will have been a kind of minus for them. So it's been a long time battle. And it's not just about fighting them on the highway. It's about putting policies in place. And that's what has helped the nation so far. We've been collaborating with SON. We've been collaborating with customs. Because most of these vehicles that you see bringing all these vehicles, they are products of poverty that is all over the places. Because in ideal system, ideal society, you are expected to have clean vehicles with less emission. But what do we see? We see vehicles that have spent their time outside the country being brought into the nation as Tokumbo or Belgium. And they are the one creating all these pollutions we are seeing everywhere. So we are in the business of cleaning up the society and the air.
As the state government takes a bold step to reduce air pollution, private sector organizations as well as residents are advised to be more eco-friendly and make Lagos habitable for all.
Dear Lagosians, the deadly coronavirus pandemic is here. Its new strain is easily transmitted and deadlier. Coronavirus symptoms are fever, dry cough, tiredness, difficulty in breathing. We can all prevent the spread of this virus through appropriate and regular use of face masks, avoiding close contact with people who are at high risk, washing our hands regularly with soap and running water, especially after visiting the toilet, before eating and after coughing or sneezing, using alcohol-based hand sanitizer, maintaining at least 1.5 meters or 5 feet distance from anyone coughing or sneezing, covering our mouths with tissue while coughing or sneezing, and thrashing the tissue. If you feel unwell and show symptoms of coronavirus, or you notice anyone who does, please call the Lagos State Emergency Hotlines 08000 ECOMED or 0803 3356 5529. Many are dead. Don't fall victim or die in ignorance. Report now. Together, we will overcome this challenge. Igbega Ipinle Eko, Ajumoshini, Lagos State Government. Announcer.
Finally, let's talk road infrastructure. In the last 3 years, over 70 kilometers of road project has been completed in Lagos State. This is according to the Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, who made this comment during an interview with Channels Television. She says more road projects will be delivered soon for residents of the state.
The present administration in Lagos gives priority to road infrastructure to improve travel time for commuters plying different routes across the states. Since 2019, the state government has delivered over 70 kilometers of new road connections, including the Agege-Pensinima flyover, Phase 1 of Ijede Road, network of 4 roads in Ikoyi, second phase of Lagos-Ogun Boundary Road in Agbado-Okeodo Local Council Development Area, network of 9 roads including a bridge in Koshofe Local Government Area, among other strategic roads. The Special Advisor on Works and Infrastructure, Aramide Adeoye, highlights the progress made by the state government to make commuting a lot easier.
We're trying to build the state in terms of infrastructure. To date, we've added Lagos State Ministry of Works and Infrastructure. We've added about 75 kilometers of new connectivity, brand new, on the roadway. We have also, that includes roads and then bridges. So let me start. We've done 31 network of roads in Ojokoro. We've done 4 in Shomolu. We have done 4 in Victoria Island, Moshood Olugbani, Jideoki and its environs. We have done we've done Access Bank. We've been able to do new improvements, Saku. We've done also in Ikoyi, we've done 4 network of roads around there, Thompson, Milverton, McDonald, and then at by the church, the Ikoyi Baptist Church. We've done all of those 4. We've done several roads in other areas in Ikorodu, including Ijede. We're working on Agri-Kishawo. That was a project that we also met when we came back, and to date, Agri-Kishawo is almost halfway. So you're trying to link the last 400 meters so that road actually you can drive on entirely from beginning to the end on one stretch. We've also continued to work on Igbobo Road. Like I said, we've commissioned Ijede Road, and we're going into the award of the phase 2 of that Ijede to going towards Berigbe. So that the Berigbe cuts across several areas. We're working also on the urban regeneration projects around Demuri, Koshofe. We're doing a good around Igondo. Around Igodo, we're doing Abadoria Keson Road. We're doing Ishuti. Ishuti is also completed. In Ajegunle, we're working on Mbakadoso. We finished, so there are quite a number of projects that we have done. In total, on the building side, I think we have been able to deliver about four projects new and several PHCs. Part of the four big public massive infrastructure we've done is the Odiko multi-level car park opposite the Yoruba Tennis Club. That we've finished. These other two buildings, the Revenue House and the multi-agency, are also under construction. By the end of June, we should be able to sectionally hand over, take LRS away from that present building into wings A and C of the Revenue House. People do not know a lot of work is going on because the building, the painting on the external side has not taken place. It's when you get in that you then understand the amount of work that has been done. Coincidentally, I was on that site yesterday. Due to also the multi-agency there, that we've taken time to do a lot of retrofitting and purpose to make it purpose fit for office use as against what it was before. So that's on the building side and on the roads and the bridges. For the bridges, the iconic one that we did was to complete the Pensinma Bridge, which the last administration started. We've also finished also the Lagos-Ota Boundary Bridge. We finished the Tedimowo Bridge that was started during the time of Governor Babafide Fashola. That was also handed over. So quite a number, so 4 bridges all in all that we've handed over on the bridge side, aside the roads. So in total, 75 kilometers of new connectivity of road has been added. On the public works side, 932 roads have been fixed across all of the LGAs. What is significant about the public works operation is that they have added in total, improved the connectivity with those 932 roads that have been done. So when I hear people say this, it's because, so everybody, until the road gets to somebody's area, he or she would not realize that there's a lot of work has gone on. You will notice the transformation on the major arterials on the roadway that you have tried to ensure. This is rainy season now. Ikorodu Road, everybody has respite because you know that this is working. It's a rigid pavement and it's working. Lekki-Ekpe Expressway from Ibedu-Lekki down to the end is also working. What you have left is from that Ibedu-Lekki back to Ibrahim Adesoyan. And that's the phase 2 of the whole project, which we're yet to start. But for the one that we're committed and we said we'll finish by this, it's almost as good to go.
She also says there are plans to commission about 4 roads in different local government areas of the state.
And in the next coming weeks, we have like 4 or 5 projects that are ready for commissioning. So you have Ishuti Road that is ready. It's a road, it's about 3.5 kilometers. That leads to the jetty. And you can use that same road to connect to Badagry, to Ogun State, because it's a border town. You also have Lagos, they call it Ishefun Camp Davis Road. It's a 6-kilometer road that also ends in the jetty. What we're trying to do is to improve the intermodal transport system in Lagos and use the waterways as a connectivity option. So those are roads that are apart from Shekumade. Shekumade is also another road that leads to the jetty. So both Shekumade is in rigid pavement, so that is now a problem solved. I'm hoping that by June ending or July, that will also be finished because the roadway itself is finished. The segment that you have undone is the 50-meter stretch where you have a bridge, a decompile, spanning over the waterways. That's ongoing as I speak. So end of June, we are due to commission, Shekumade. Any moment from now, we're ready to commission Lagos-Ota Boundary together with its jet that leads to Camp David. We're ready to commission. We're ready to commission Ishuti as well. We're ready to commission in Mbakadoso, that's in Ajegunle. So those are 4 roads that are already up for commissioning in the next few weeks as I speak. I believe as a government, you must not be complacent. I know we have done so much, but that does not mean that we can still not do much more. And that's where my appeal will be to say, I want Lagosians to have faith in us. Yes, we've done so much in 3 years, but there's still room for more. Lagos deserves to have more, much more. But with a couple of people that you have, I think it will only get better. Once you have that faith and trust in us. And you can see it. You can see it from the horizon that Lagos can indeed get much better. Because it's about setting the reforms and then keeping the pace and then build up. With patience and faith and trust, we will do much more.
The intermodal transportation system is expected to go a long way towards reducing traffic congestion in Lagos.
And this is where we call it a day on this edition of Dateline Lagos. As always, Thank you for watching. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Until we come your way again next time, please stay safe.